All right. This is Alicia, the Customer Experience Officer here at the Council. I want to thank everybody for taking the time out to come and hang out with us tonight for our fourth webinar. Uh, this is our last of our webinar series for the product program training for fall. Next week we'll be doing in-person training. So we're going to just wait a few more moments to make sure everybody can get in, and then I'll kind of start. All right. All right, looks like we have pretty much all of the people who registered in. So again, my name is Alicia Mora, Customer Experience Officer at the Council, and this is fall product training. Our training tonight is going to actually be conducted by Maya Miller, our product sales specialist. So before I turn it over to her, I kind of want to go over some housekeeping things. So we're going to have, at certain points in the presentation, we're going to take the time to answer any questions that you guys may have. The way you ask questions, if you haven't done a webinar with us before, you can post your questions in the question log or in the chat box, and I'll get them, and we'll kind of be facilitating those throughout the presentation. So I want to encourage you that if it's something that you don't understand or you want us to kind of go over again, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to be able to ask those questions. So again, post your questions in the questions log or in the chat box. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Maya. So.
Thank you, Alicia. Again, I'm Maya Miller, the Product Sales Specialist out of the Baton Rouge office. Thanks for joining us for this last webinar. So we can go ahead and get started. So the main reason that we are here is because we're here to support our girls. And they're the reason that we're in part of Girl Scouting and being stand-up volunteers in our community. And at a time when a lot of things have been going on over the summer, this is the best time to show how being a Girl Scout to every girl is very important. So that's why we're here. And jumping into the fall product sale is a great benefit for you guys who have done it before. You can see how relatively easy it is compared to the cookie program. It's a lot of fun. It's a good implementation of those 5 skills that they are learning throughout the whole program. It's a great way for your troop to get startup funds, and it's just a great experience, a lot of good product that we have out there to give. So how does the fall program work essentially? There are 4 main parts that are used to get your troop proceed. So we start off with nut and candy. The second part is magazine sales. Third, we have photo keepsakes, and to remember this. And then fourth, we have our address booklets. So why nuts and chocolate? And I think that's a pretty good answer. Everybody likes it. You will come between not too many often people who don't favor nuts, somebody who doesn't favor chocolate, or who doesn't favor either. So it's a great product to offer. Everybody likes a quick snack, either or. So it's something that we really do enjoy. Why magazines? As you can see, the average family subscribes to 4 magazines a year and spends about $125. So since that money is being sent, it would be a great way to support your favorite Girl Scout through magazine sales. The great thing about magazines that there's a demographic for every audience out there. You have men's series and fitness health, and then you have cooking, and then you have entertainment for children and everybody else. So something out there for everybody, so it will be a great reason for everybody to reach out and to ask for them and their support during the magazines. Third, we move on to the To Remember This, or the photo keepsakes. This is a really cool idea for those who are very interested in scrapbooking and keeping up with items. As you can see, photo books, holiday cards, calendars, posters, and more. It's a great way for you to upload your images and create items such as invitations or books, and you can send out as gifts or anything that you want. Just for those people who are very creative at heart, this is targeted just for them. And just a reminder, you will get your information from your community leaders inside of your booklets. And if you want to order calendars and Christmas cards. That needs to be done online, so that way there's a time sensitive frame, so that way those items can be ordered and get in by the time for the holiday season. So that's just a little note. But the to remember this, it does offer so many things. As you can see, there's a book up here. Your troop could come up with a troop catalog at the end of the year and redeem those vouchers, and everybody participate and get your girls' pictures in there. So it's a lot of creative ideas that you can utilize with the photo keepsakes. And then lastly, we have our reach out booklets, and this information you're going to find in your packet as well. Inside these booklets, you're going to be able to fill out the names and addresses of friends that you actually know. So we don't want to go through and find any, Taylor Swifts or Hannah Montanas or anybody like that. They have to be relatives and friends who you actually do know. The girl has to complete at least 5 names and addresses in this book, and she will receive $2 worth of proceeds, and that is 1 girl per reach out booklet. So again, why participate? Like I said earlier, it really is fun. It's a great way to get your feet wet if this is your first time before you gear up for cookies. Again, those skills are being implemented throughout the troop, for the troop throughout the sale, so that's a great thing. But exactly what proceeds do you get? So you get $1 on every nut and candy item that is sold, 10% of the price for each magazine or keepsake, 15% for all online orders, and at $2 for the reach out booklets. Again, there is 1 booklet per girl, and the minimum is 5 names. She can fill out as much as she wants, but as long as we get those 5 and she fills out 1 booklet, your troop will automatically get that $2. So now you know exactly how you earn it, but what can your troop do? So our example is, let's say you have a troop of 10 girls. If they all sell 3 QSP magazines online, sell at least 20 chocolate nut candy items, or fill out 1 of the findings or the address booklets, your troop can possibly earn $300. And as you can see, these funds are already automatically up front. This is a cash sale, so you guys can go ahead and start planning for those activities that possibly you've been thinking about doing over the summer, or a project that you're interested in. So that is what is so great about the Fall Product Program. So this is the theme, explore something different. As you can see, we have the koala this year. I call her Kayla the koala. She's our mascot, and these are 2 of the patches that we have featured. So explore something different, and then the Be Brilliant, Shine On. You'll see this wording throughout the sale. So getting onto your program materials, these are the items that you're going to get from your community managers, after you have completed your training, which you're doing with us tonight. So inside, you're going to see a goal chart. This is great for troop activities. They have lots of items that you can do as a troop. You can spread them out. It's double-sided. You can make sure you're setting all your goals and looking everything on getting those 5 skills mastered. These are activities that are going to help and assist your troop. Typically before, if you've done this before, you will also have an activity goal piece poster in there, but this time they have moved it online. As soon as you log into Nutty, Alicia will be getting into that a little bit later. You'll be able to get that and hang it up in your meeting room, so that way you can give a visual for your girls of how far we're going through ourselves, as you can see with the boomerangs at the bottom. This is exactly what the front of the packet looks like. So this is what your girls are going to get with all their information in it, including their order card and the list of magazines that they have to sell. This is the cover of the magazine catalog. Again, inside is the photo keepsake to remember this information as well. Do you have any questions at the moment, Alicia?
No questions at the moment. But again, I want to encourage you guys to post your questions in the questions log, or to post them in the chat box below.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So on to the good stuff. This is the nut and candy items. This is our 16-item order card. It features, of course, all of the nuts, chocolate. We also have fruit slices for somebody who wants something sweet. So there's a variety for your customers to choose from on our 16-item order card. One of the items that is new to the order card this year is the honey roasted mixed nuts with peanuts. It is amazing. I'll just go ahead and say that. They did a really good job of getting a different kinds of nuts and that are high quality and in demand. As you can see, you have some pecans in there. Everybody likes that. And getting a really good that honey roasted coating on it. It does come in 16 ounce, so it's a pound. Um, and that's why the price is a little bit higher, but compared to going other places, this is relatively good for a great quality of mixed nuts with a specialized coating, and it's just fantastic on top of that. So we do have a larger item to offer this year, and that does retail at $10. Something else you're going to see on your order card is a specialized bar for Project Thank You. This is a program that we use for supposed customers who, aren't interested in purchasing anything for themselves at the moment. They might have like dietary issues or anything like that. They still have the option to donate, and the $5 donation will go for honey roasted nuts or hot Cajun crunch to the military that is overseas. So it's a great way to get your girls involved and, let the community know that we are always out there making an impact and trying to serve others. So on to the next part. Ashton Farm has made it very simple for you to identify what items are gluten-free. As you can see, there's a little logo with that messaging right there on the label. So if there's any questions for customers and dietary needs, they'll know automatically that is a gluten-free item that you are offering them. And also what they added is on the Pop Top cans, they have added barcodes to the label. So if there's any issues with a specific product, it might be better for them to have that information for looking up in the system. Also, what they did add was this messaging as well, making sure that you're storing your product below 72 degrees Fahrenheit, because in Southern Louisiana, we know that it stays hot majority of the year, and we want to make sure that the chocolate does not melt as soon as we get it. So making sure as soon as you get your product that you're unloading it, you're getting it in a cool, dry place, so that way you can have the top quality that you are giving your customers for what they paid for. So, and when you give it to them, they'll know exactly to make sure they get it into a cool, dry place as well. Something great is that they always do new tins, and I'm really excited about the new tin this year. I think it's adorable. It has the little straps on the back that you can fling around a little bit with this vintage feel to it. Inside, it is filled with the mint treasures, so that's chocolate and a little bit of mint right there. That retails at $8. These tins are really collector's items for those who have been with the fall program over the years. So each year they're trying to create something new for our customer base, and I think they did a really good job. It's adorable in my mind, and once you guys see it, you'll probably agree. And for a more classic tradition version, they have the holiday snowman tin, and that comes with the chocolate covered pretzels, and that retails at $8, and that is just a really good product as well. Do we have any questions about the order card right now at the moment, Alicia?
No questions at the moment, but you guys, you know that you can post your questions in the question logs or in the chat box, so please do so.
All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, so that was the traditional order card that we went over, so that has 16 items on it. Now we're going to go into the online nut store. So the way your customers will get information for the online nut store is by receiving emails from their girls and with their online links. So the girls will have options sending out their emails. They will have links directly within the email for the customers for them to shop online for magazines or to shop online for nuts. But there is a third option that the girl can choose when she wants to send out a specialized email, and that is what we call a nut promise. And it is exactly what it says it is. It is a promise. So by clicking this icon down at the bottom by the little peanut, that is specifying that that email is going to a customer who you can get payment for the product and also deliver the product for. So this is no way an online order. This is just a typical digital order card that you could send to a family friend. Let's say that you are visiting grandma in Texas sometime a little bit later in the year. She's interested in supporting her favorite Girl Scout as she does all the time, but instead of, calling her up, reading the list to her over the phone and seeing what she wants, you can just send her an email. She can decide what she would like. You would get that information back, and then you would treat it as your traditional order card sale by writing it on your order card, and you are still responsible for the payment and the delivery of the product. So when you are sending out your emails and you do want to send out net promises, make sure you specify that with your girls and parents that the net promise is something that they are still responsible for, and it does not count as an online sale. And moving on to the rest of the items that are on our online store. So there's a total of 31 items that you can choose from. Really good stuff, as you can see. We've got mocha cups up here. I really like them. It's like a hard outer milk chocolate shell, inside like this mocha cream fluff style deliciousness. I'll just go ahead and say that is really good. That retails at $7. That is a new item, but that is only online, so you can definitely go and check that out. Now, as you can see, they have larger items that are great for company gifts or anything like that. This Girl Scout Nut Lovers Pack, this is new as well. It consists of those 5 items that are in there that are really delicious. So you can always go online and check out the full assortment that we have for our online store. Again, that is a total of 31 items. All right, so we've gone over the order card and the online store. So how is this process essentially going? How do you get started? So this is just a quick overview of everything that we have coming out for the fall. As you can see, my creation and then a couple of new activities. So I will go ahead and get started with that information. So again, the council is responsible for uploading girl information into the system. She would then get an email at the beginning of the sale letting her know how she's going to register. Prior years, you would have to go to the website and click the link to register. However, that is different. In the email that the girls get, it will automatically have that information embedded in the email. As you can see on this template, we have the Get Started Now link. If you see anything that is different, suppose that your girls did switch troops or something else happened, you do have the option of updating that information here as well. So she'll get the email, she'll see how she can get started, she'll get information on her personalized business card, she'll see activities going on, she'll also see the My Creation patch. So this is what the girl launch email she will get at the beginning of the sale. This is your troop launch email for troop leaders, so you will get this at the beginning of the sale as well. You'll get the same information just about as a girl. You'll see the highlights of troop dashboards, again with the business cards, the My Creation patch that you do have access to design yourself, and that be kind of the troop face logo. And there is also information on the 59-minute quick start. So that is something that is new to us this year. So the 59-minute quick start is a great starter program to get your girls geared up for the sale. They did a test trial and some other councils, and they saw it really did help improve with the girls' online sales. So to get started, you would go to the website that we have down here at the bottom with this link right here. So essentially the way it is, once the girls go online, they get the information on how the program works. So you have a time span of 59 minutes where you gather your girls. They have a script they can read from, and they already have a pre-filled call list that they have designated with their parents that they're going to use for this activity. So they spend that 59 minutes calling friends and family, and then they are offering them the $20 Ultimate Magazine gift card. If they do decide that they want the card, they will get the link texted to them. That will come from the girl, and that's a link that links them to her store. And then when they go in, that's how they redeem their purchase. So it's very simple. The customer just says, I'm very interested, and then during the time of the sale, they have the option to go on and order magazines and anything off the online store. The council will hold its own event for your girls on October the 8th. There will be 3 different sessions from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So register for that event, you can do that on eBiz. And then again, once you go on the website, there is a lot of information and testimonials from the other councils who did try it out before. And it's a really great way just to get your girls geared up, breaking down those doors and, using that people skills to get to know her customer base and everything like that. So this is a great option that they introduced to us this year, and we're really excited about it. Do we have any questions about that at the moment, Alicia?
We actually do. It's kind of in reference. The first one is, will we be sharing this PowerPoint presentation? So,
yes.
You want to answer it?
Well,
okay.
Yeah, we will. So tomorrow we will send you this presentation so you can view it at your own time, and also a recording of this as well.
Perfect. The next question is, do girls copy or record their online promises onto their paper order card that gets submitted to the Troop product manager, or is there a form that they print from the website to turn in with that paper order form?
I kind of missed the middle part of the question. It cut out on me.
All right. So, or pretty much what Lainey is asking is, how does a troop leader, or how does a girl turn in their online net promises to the troop manager?
Okay, so the way the net promises, again, this is treated essentially like your traditional order card. So once the customer gets a net promise, they make their selections, they will then get that information back to you, and then it would be the girl and parent's responsibility to physically input that information for the customer onto her physical paper order card.
Yes, that is correct. And Lainey kind of wants to know, is there a form that they can print from the website? Maya's going to kind of get into some different things that you'll be able to see from reporting aspect, but just to be safe, we're asking that girls put that information and treat them as a traditional order form. So Maya's going to talk a little bit. Got it. Okay, so that she said that was great. We got it. All right, if there are any other questions, post them in the questions log or in the chat box.
All right, thanks guys. Okay, so getting on, this is a girl-led business, and this is her own personalized way, and we want to make it the best way as possible for her. So when she's sending out those emails, one of the great things that it says you see 50% more online sales do improve by adding her selfie image. It's a really adorable thing to do. Every customer who opens it up loves seeing their girls in their pictures. So go ahead and uploading that picture, easy on all devices, will go ahead and improve those online sales. Another thing that does benefit your online sales is the personalized business cards. You will get a printout of this in your girl packet, but if you need to print out some more in that initial girl email, they do have the link there, so you can customize a little bit if she wants to add maybe her nickname or something on it. But these personalized business cards are really great. As you can see, 12.3% boosted from fall sales for 2015. I don't think a lot of people can turn down a girl handing out her business card saying, hey, will you shop my online store and help my troop reach our goals this year? So these personalized business cards are a great asset for your online sales as well. Another thing that you'll be able to do, and the girl will be able to do, is keep up with what's going on with her online sales. So she will get a weekly progress email highlighting, as you can see, financial goals and her progress, the emails that she has been sending, the text messages, an update status on her My Creation patch. It includes the link again to her business cards and everything right there. So she'll get a weekly progress email that reviews her online sales for her. So one of the things that's really important for troop leaders to make sure, get excited if you do the 59 quick minute activity during the first week. That's great. That's a great start. But how do you keep enhancing your troop and getting them motivated throughout the sale? So Ashton Farms has given you a troop dashboard. So when you log in, as you can see, they have different tabs that you can select to get that information from. If you happen to be leader of multiple troops. As you can see, they have the switch and add troop option, so you can operate between troops without having to log in and log out and everything like that. And it gives you a breakdown of pretty much everything that is going on with your online sales. So on the dashboard, you can see that we're starting off with the Take Action project. So this is something new. We at the council think this is a really great option that they came up with. So the Take Action project is something that is going to highlight the girls and their community outreach that they're doing. So as you can see, you can sit down with your troop, come up with a task that you are interested in doing. As you can see, they have different options. You have options from religion to outdoors to child welfare or elderly care, anything that you guys have your heart set on in assisting with your community. These are your options. So you would then sit down with your troop, make a decision in how you would like to proceed with it, create the vision and how you're making it happen, and then selecting the level. The great thing about this is that if your troop does decide to do a Take Action project, the emails that the girls are sending out to their customers, this information will also be in it. So not only are they going in and purchasing an item that is good to eat, they're also seeing what you are doing out there as a troop and making sure, their money is being spent the right way to make an impact in their community. They also have the Take Action storyboard. So if your troop does decide to participate, not only will your information be uploaded, but different troops all over the council region will. So you'll be able to go in and see what's going on with this troop with the animal welfare. Either supposedly you and your troop could have visited that same animal shelter the year before. You can either give them some tips and advice or check in on a favorite animal or employee that is there, or you can browse other troops and see what they're doing just to give you guys some more inspiration on how to assist with this Take Action project. But this is really great. The council does have access to look at these, so we will be uploading select troops during the sale to feature them on social media pages to get the word out and see what you guys are doing in your community. And as you can see, you can look at the bottom, you can see the troop My Creation patch and all the information that they have going on. So this is a great tool that they came up with for us to really influence the girls on how important it is to get out in our community and make a difference and take action. And this is a way to do it. Next, on your troop dashboard, you do have Girl Parent Messaging tab. This, as you can see, is a little sticky that will pop up when the girls and parents click onto the website. You could put information here, such as reminder that we're meeting on this Friday. If you have sales money from week 2, please be sure to bring it with you. Anything like that that you want to get out to them as a quick message, this is an option to you and them, and you can again update it as often as you want. Instead of sending out emails and everything and text like that, a quick option to get the same message across to everyone at the same time. The next tab over is the girl activity. So this is where you can go in and check on your girls, see how they're doing with their online sales and how they're doing with their My Creation patch. You also have the option to email them. You can send them a little quick message like, hey, you are only $10 away from meeting your $200 online sales goal. Try to get another email out there to your family member who hasn't responded yet. And this is a way for you to encourage them and also keep track of everything that is going on with your girls and their sales. You also have information to broaden this and look at the entire troop. Overall, what is going on. Again, it tracks your photo keepsakes, your net sales, everything that's going online. You have the option to export this into an Excel file or a PDF, and you can view all of your girls and everything that's going on for your program, all for your online sales right here on the dashboard. Do we have any questions about that at the moment?
No questions at the moment.
Okay, great. Moving on to something that is really adorable and really cute. Last year they introduced the My Creation patch. So this is a patch that the girls will qualify for and have access to creating something that looks like them and making it very unique. They have to have a minimum of $200 in combined online sales to actually receive the patch. Like it says again, this is not a net promise because again, that is not an online order. But what they did add was the access to unlock new accessories. So as you can see, by sending 15 or more emails, adding a photo or image, we already talked about adding her selfie. So that right there is already unlocking new accessories for your girl and her My Creation patch. Sending those texts and getting the first goal of $100 in your online sales will unlock those new accessories for the girls to really customize and make this patch themselves and make it look like them. As you can see, they've done a really great job of getting different accessories as far as glasses and then necklaces and different mouth styles. You can have accessories with little hats and bandanas, really cute shirts, anything that the girl wants to choose to make it reflect her style. She has all the options, but of course, unlocking these new levels with her online sales is another strategy to really help her boost her participation with her online sales. So next, we're going to talk about the Troop Progress email. So you as well, like the girl who got her weekly email, you as a troop leader will get your weekly email if you didn't have time to go in or you mislooked something on your dashboard. You have access to the links right here in your weekly email. You will be able to see the Troop Koala My Creation patch as well, and then have access to your storyboard and see what's going on right there. So this highlights all your information on a weekly basis, everything that is going on with your troop and their online sales. So after the girls have sent out their emails and they are getting their customers and they're going and they're making purchases, this is what a sample of the customer order confirmation email looks like. So as you can see, we've got her image up there because you've already unlocked those accessories. It gives all the information of what they ordered, what the price was, billing and shipping information. So this is great for customer records. So making sure everybody has that information. They also have the share link in here, which is really great. So if the customer wants to go ahead and get some of this information to some of his coworkers or someone else out of town, this link embedded in their order confirmation email, if they forward it on, your girl will still get those proceeds back to her for her store because that is her individual link. So no matter how many times it's forwarded, your girl will still get the proceeds for those online orders. And also something very important that you do see is the contact information for QSP and customer care. If there are any issues with any product, the customer already has this information in the email. Something that the customer can also get is a customer progress email. So if somebody supposedly was really interested in, just very supportive of everything that you guys have going on in your troop, they took notice of your troop action project that they saw in the initial email, they can go in and get these progress emails. Suppose you're $10 away from meeting your goal, it'll have that information in there, so possibly they can make another purchase. So this is a really great option for customers to, keep up the appearance of everything that's going on with the sale. They also do have the option to opt out because, people get lots of emails and you don't want to burden your customer after already making a purchase. For those customers who have not purchased anything yet, after the initial emails have been sent out, they will get this last chance email the day before the sale ends. Again, it gives that goal, letting them know that they are so close, and if you want to go ahead and get your purchase in, today's the last day to help support your favorite Girl Scout. You have that cute patch right there, so, and her image, so, you might as well get all that good information in there while you can, so the customer will also get this last chance email the day before the sale is over. Something that is new that the customers will see on the website this year is ebooks. As you can see, everybody is an avid reader, and there's different options for just about every demographic, from children's, as we can see, the Bernstein Bears is very popular, to adult categories. So there is a separate tab on the online store that customers can view this information, and they can purchase it online again, and they'll have the information to download to their specialized device. So if they're interested in getting ebooks, they'll see the tab. They can browse their options. As you see, 165. We talked to our rep, and he said they could possibly be even more as of now. So this is an option as well. If somebody is not interested in magazines, they do have ebook options. Do we have any questions at the moment?
Yeah, we do have a question. Carrie is asking, you know, does each child have to have an email account? And I believe what she's referring to is, first of all, it's parents that have these accounts. We're not expecting the actual girls, especially younger girls, to have an email account. And the other thing that I want to point out here is, in the event that you have two daughters that are in separate troops, you can use one email for them, and the same ability to toggle back and forth that the troop leaders have if they have multiple troops is the same option that a parent would have. So hopefully that answers your question, Carrie. Let us know if that does not, because her and I have been kind of chatting back. So.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Again, if you guys do have questions, you can go ahead and send them to Alicia in the chat box or in the question tab. So we've done a review on everything that it takes to go into the sale and how it's going to work as far as emails and online and everything like that. So what actually do you get for your participation? So this is the recognition and patches that we have. As you can see, it's the whole theme that we have with the koala. The Be Brilliant and Shine On. These patches are interlocking, so as you can read, there's a certain criteria you have to meet, such as the 15 nut and candy items to get the Explore patch. So you can go over this with your girls, make sure they understand how much they have to sell to receive these patches. And then again, the My Creation patch, that is something that is done online. Once the girl hits that $200 in combined sales, they will get the information on how to get that patch sent to their home. That is not something that will come in with your final recognitions. That is something that comes from an outside vendor. So just make that as a little note, but that will come in a couple of weeks after recognitions go out. And this is what we have for the full order card. As you can see, there's really cute, those plush animals. Everybody loves those. What we did decide to add this year, we felt that it was important to give the girls an event for the fall. We're big on events and cookies, so we wanted to give them something to get excited for in the fall. So at the $1,000 level, they have the option to do the Nutty Destinations, or we're going to have a Girl Scout night at Audubon Zoo in New Orleans. It's kind of blurry right here, but the date is November 18th. So when you're reviewing this information with your girls and the order cards, make sure you make a note to parents that if you do notice that they are getting close to this $1,000 level, make sure they have that date sectioned off so that way the girls can attend the event. It's going to be a sleepover. There's going to be a night trail through the zoo, and then wake up and have breakfast and everything like that. So going with explore something different in the koala theme, we thought the zoo was the perfect place to have our first fall event. So that's something we're really excited about, and hopefully they're excited about everything else on the order card as well. Lastly, going in for my part, the tips for success, making sure that you are scheduling a training for your girls and your families before the September 23rd start date. It'll be here before we know it, so we just want to make sure that they have all the information and they feel prepared. A great thing is to always discuss the goals and activities you have as a troop. You have that poster that you guys can do as far as activities and keeping up with your goals. If you want to do a take action project, making sure that you're deciding this all together and making sure you're adjusting the situations in your community that you feel best that the girls will be able to help in. Also, reviewing information for your potential in-town and out-of-town friends that your girls can contact. This really goes back into the net promise factor here, just making sure that your girls and your parents do understand while sending out those emails to their customers that the net promise is something that they're responsible for as far as girl payment and girl delivery, and it is still treated as a traditional order card order. And then lastly, just making sure that everybody is aware to honor the September 23rd start date. Um, and those are just some tips for success. And do we have any questions at the moment, Alicia?
No, no questions at the moment.
Okay, great. Well, again, that was my part of getting the little intro. Alicia is going to get you some more information on how you are going to actually enter all of this into the system. So I'm going to hand it over to Alicia.
All right, thank you, Maya. You did a great
Mhm.
job. You're awesome sauce.
Great.
So I'm going to change the screen for just a second. So let me know once you can see my screen. It should have Nutty on there. Can you
Got it.
see it? Got it? All right, sweet. Awesome. So Maya did a wonderful job of taking us through the inner workings of the sale and predominantly speaking about the QSP platform. So that's a parent's platform. That's where parents go to enter information, to send out emails and things like that. The Nutty site is actually for troop leaders. So I want to make that distinction. This is where you, as a troop leader, if you're new to us and you've never participated in this program, this is where you'll actually go to enter in all of your girls' orders. So the website for that is www.ashlandfarmsnutty.com. It has this really cute, colorful logo. So what I'm going to do today or tonight is take you through kind of how you get set up and things like that. So one of the first things that you would actually need to do is obviously get logged in. And your troop login information is going to be 16 GSLE and whatever your 5-digit troop number is. So that's 16 GSLE and your 5-digit troop number. And the GSLE is lowercase. Your password is actually going to just be whatever your 5-digit troop number is. So on here it does have a 6 on there, but it should just be 5. So we'll get that corrected. The other thing that I kind of want to point out here is what someone just asked the question is, will your password work from last year? No, it won't. So that's why we change the passwords obviously every year. So this is the new password for this year. One of the things that you'll need to do, and what we want to encourage you to do, is to go in and actually change your password. So once you actually log into to the Nutty site, very easy site, very intuitive. We'll kind of get into how the site works. But this is going to be your home page. As you can see here, you'll have messages from the council. This is how we will predominantly communicate with you during the program. You'll see, a snapshot of your sales, kind of give you some troop information. As you can see at the bottom, also there's some service unit information. So it still says service unit here, but if you are hearing us say community a lot, so if you're hearing us say go to your community manager, essentially what that means is that your service unit and your community manager are the same thing. We're kind of, in our move to CEI, we have kind of changed our language. And this partner of the program hasn't kind of caught up to that yet. So service unit information, that is going to be your community manager. You'll have their contact information there. They're a wonderful resource. We want to encourage you to reach out to them. A lot of them have already done this program, have been doing it for a very long time, and it's not much that they don't know about the program. So wonderful resource, reach out to them. So this is your home page. And like I said, it's pretty easy peasy. You'll see messages here also from your community manager too, as well. When you actually log into the system, this is your troop details page. We, at the council, will import all troop leadership, right? And if you have self-identified as the troop fall product manager in your member community, right? So if you've gone to our website, you go click onto MyGS and you've gone through that process of self-identifying as your troop community, your troop products program manager for fall, then we'll upload your information into the system here. And so you will be on the left-hand side because you're a product manager. Troop leadership is actually going to be on the right-hand side. So make sure that you do that. I want to encourage you to do that, to go in and into the system and self-identify there, and we'll have that information. We'll enter you into the system. The other thing about this page that I kind of want to point out is the with recognitions or without recognitions. You'll see without recognitions, but there is no option for that. With this particular program, we do only with recognitions. So just keep that in mind as well. The other thing that I want to point out is you'll see your bank account information in the True Bank account name information right there. So once you'll be able to click there, and you won't be able to edit it because we'll upload that information as well, but you will be able to view it. Okay, so this is the True Details page. Pretty simple, easy. If you have any updates, you can update your information here. But I also want to encourage you that if something is wrong, if you need to update your information, to go ahead and do it on MyGS as well to ensure that that information is correct. Okay. The other thing is moving on to the next tab, which is your Girl Order tab. If you've done this program with us for a couple of years, you're kind of like, hey, well, not a lot has changed, and you're right. This program, this particular year, there not really much, updates in the way of updates this year. So everything is pretty much the same this year. But for those of you who are new, I kind of want to be respectful of the fact that you are new and kind of go over a few things with you. So this is your Girl Order tab. This is where you'll actually go in and start to enter your information in. So that's the tab that you would actually go to. Girls registered. The council will upload all of the girls into the system as well. So if you have 12 girls that are in your troop, the one thing that you'll need to do in order to be able to start kind of manipulating and putting information in, or doing any data entry is what I should say, is you'll have to put in how many girls are actually going to be participating in the program. So council will put in girls, all of your girls, right? And then one of the things that you need to do in order to be able to add information to those to the girls is to put in how many girls are selling. So if you have 7 girls selling, you would put them in the box, right? Do not hit the submit, because you don't need to do that. We'll talk about it. Talk about that a little later. So as Maya pointed out, we have our online sales, right? And so one of the things that is a really great feature for you as leaders, and to kind of be respectful of your time and the amount of data entry that you're doing. This system is wonderful in the sense that it's automatic transmission. So last year was the first year that we've actually had this. It's going to be coming back this year. And what will happen is on a nightly basis, so it's not instantaneous, on a nightly basis, all of the girls' online orders are going to flow into the Nutty system. So you will not have to enter that information. So again, you want to remind your parents, to push online sales, right? So less data entry for you. The profit margin is a whole lot higher because you're getting 15% for any online orders, right? So again, it's not instantaneous. So if you see an order, if an order comes through and you go immediately to check it, it's not going to be there. But it does happen on a nightly basis. I just kind of wanted to point that out. So once you actually get to the Girl Order tab, what you'll have to do is there is a little green button with a plus sign, right? And what that plus sign means is that gives you the ability to add information or data into that column. So you'll click the plus sign next to the particular girl's name, right? And as you can see, it'll have her first name, last name, her girl member ID. That is embedded in her link. There's no girl within Girl Scouting that has that ID. So that's why it's very important, and that's how we're tracking those sales and things like that. The thing here is we already told you that all your online orders are actually going to go into the system, so you don't have to worry about those. The only thing that you're going to have to worry about is your paper orders, paper nut and candy, paper magazines, things like that. So as you can see in the first column, you have your paper mag subscriptions, right? So in your packet, you'll see an order form, and on that order form, it may have an opportunity for a potential customer to order 3 or 4, I think it's 9 magazines, right? So if they have a full order form with 9 subscriptions there, and you will put 9 in the first column. For the paper magazine subscriptions dollar amount, so those 9 subscriptions equal a total of $100. In the dollar amount phase, you'll put 100, right? So you're counting total number of subscriptions and total number of dollars, right? So you'll put that information in. You'll hit the tab button. It's real easy, very intuitive. You just hit the tab button over. You don't have to worry about the next two lines because they're online, right? Address booklets is something that you will have to enter in. So the girl only has to come up with 5 names, real people, that she knows, right? So she only have to come up with 5, and you would just put 1 there because it's 1 booklet per girl. Now she can put 10, she could put 10 names in there if she would like, but it's still just 1 booklet per girl. So you would have to put that information in. Email sent, you won't have to worry about that. That will migrate over, and it will automatically update as the girl begins to send more emails. Online nuts, same concept. You don't have to worry about putting that information in. That will be there, so you won't have to worry about that. You also will not be able to manipulate those tabs. Those tabs that are online, you won't be able to have access to them. So there's nothing you can mess up in that sense, right? The next line is going to be where you actually start to put in your nut promise orders, your paper order form. So this is where you would put that information in. So you would go ahead and put in how many, chocolate covered pretzels they receive, hit tab, and you just kind of continue that process. Once you've added all of that girl's information in, then you'll hit the save button. It'll kind of highlight for you, and it'll say, hey, are you sure? You can just hit save. Once you've actually done that, what will happen next, it'll pop up with the recognition order. So now this is your recognition choices. So for this particular girl, one of the things that you won't have to worry about is, say for instance, if the only time you'll have to enter anything is if there is a choice to be made. So if at the $275 level, the girl could get the koala, or I believe it's the bracelets, that's the only time that you'll have to do any data entry. So if there's one item there, the system would automatically update that information. One of the cool things that I want to tell you to kind of save you on a lot of time as well is, once you're having your parent meetings, you're talking to your parents, maybe you guys are passing out all of your information, and the girls are going through their order form, and they're saying, hey, this is what I would like to have. One of the things that you could do early in the process is to go in and make all of the selections for the particular girls. So if you had her circle that she wanted the koala, you can go in and update that information at the beginning, and when the girl actually hits that level, it'll automatically order it for her. So just kind of be mindful of that. That's an option for you, but also kind of make sure you check before you actually submit, because obviously as girls like to change our minds too. So just keep that in mind. Once you've kind of added all your recognition orders in, you would hit save. It'll ask you to save again. Again, it's pretty easy peasy. So once you've actually done that, it'll take you back to, you've done that particular girl's order. So you've added in her nut and candy items, you added in her paper magazines, you've done all of that, you've done her recognitions. Now you'll see at the bottom, you'll see there's a pencil there now instead of a plus sign. The pencil kind of means just edit. So there's no, there's data there, so it's saying, hey, you can edit that information. Once you've completed and done that same process for all of your girls, now you're ready to hit the fuchsia button, right? So I just kind of want to talk to you about this. Once you hit this button, essentially what will happen is you'll be locked out of the system. So you will not be able to unsubmit this button. The only way that you're able to do that is if you call your community manager. So that's going to be your first thing that you do. The only way that you'll actually be able to enter that information or be able to be unlocked is if you're still within your time frame before you're actually locked out as a troop leader. So we'll talk about those dates, but it's not like the nuclear option or anything like that. You will be able to access the information up until the point that you're not locked out, and then your service unit manager or your community manager, they'll have a time when they're actually locked out as well. So just be mindful before you hit the button. Just kind of be mindful of that. Let me do we have any questions? I just kind of want to make sure that I'm not going too fast.
I don't have any in the chat box at the moment.
Okay, so I do see some in the questions log. I'm not sure you are able to see that. So a lot of these questions that you guys are asking, you're ahead of me. So I'm sure I'm going to answer those questions. So just give me a second. All right, so the reports tab. This is the reports tab. And pretty much what I want to highlight here is this is the T2, which is your nut and candy and magazines. It kind of is your recap of your total sale. So that's a report that you're going to need to turn into your community manager, right? It's a wonderful report because it kind of gives you every aspect of what happened in this program. So it'll tell you this is what you're receiving in terms of how many cases you're receiving. This is how much money you guys made online, your proceeds, everything. So this is something that your community manager is actually going to need, and actually you're going to have to submit it to her or him. The other thing that I want to point out is your T2 recognitions, where when you're going to pick up your incentive, and we'll talk about those dates. When you're actually going to pick up your incentives, one of the things that your community manager may do is have you sign your T2 recognition, because it serves as the same purpose. So your T2 recognition shows everything that you're receiving bulk level for your troops in terms of recognition. So if you're getting 15 koala bears, then it's going to say that on that particular report. I say that and what's happening on one level is also happening on another level. So there's the T2, right? There's also the G2. So I want to encourage you as troop leaders to go out and use this form as well. So when a girl picks up her candy item, this serves as her receipt. It'll have all of her information. This is what I ordered for you. This is how much money you made online. All of those things, everything will be on her G2. Same with her recognitions, right? So when she's coming to pick up, the parents coming to pick up, that child's incentives, it's a wonderful tool for you to be able to use as a check and balance, and it's also a wonderful thing because it has an option for them to be able to sign and say, hey, this is what you picked up. So just want to encourage you to use that. Really great report. You'll have in there as well as a tab. If you need any assistance in terms of manuals and things like that, there's stuff there as well. And there's a reporting tab. There's also a tutorial if you wanted to watch that. So it's a really, it's a pretty robust, system. So you should find it very easy. So closing out your sale. So one of the things that we want to highlight here is these are all of the steps that you need to do in order to close out your sale. So you put your orders in, you printed out your T2, maybe even printed your G2s for your parents and say, hey, just confirm this is what I'm ordering for you, that kind of thing. This is what you're actually going to have to turn into your community manager. So you have the pink and yellow, the white and yellow order forms, right? If you see pink copies, then you need to give them back to the girl. And the reason why I say that is because those pink copies serve as the customer's receipt. It has very important information on there. It has actually what they put on that paper. So that's, if there is an issue, they can see what happened in terms of where the product should be going. The other thing it has information on the back where they can track their order. So if you see those, please turn those back into the girl and actually have her give them back to that customer. The white and yellow copies, if you want to, win brownie points with your community manager, go ahead and separate those and turn them into to them. So that'll be a good thing for you. Your reach out address booklets, so all of your booklets, 5 names, remember, 5 names, real people, your signed T2, and then you want to verify that all your money is available in your Troop bank account at this point, right? So that is how you essentially close out your sale. Those are the things that you're actually going to need to turn in. The next thing I want to kind of highlight here is how do you stay on schedule. So the sale ends, the program ends on October 23rd. You'll have all day on the 24th and all day on the 25th. So at 11:59, still going to be the 25th. By the time it hits the 26th, you're locked out, okay? At that point, the council, on the 26th, the council will begin the process to initiate the ACH debit, right? So want to keep that in mind. Again, October 25th, 11:59. You have all day on the 24th, all day on the 25th. Okay. After that, you're going to be locked out of the system. The other thing is the ACH form. If you are new to Girl Scouts, this form is on our website under the form section, and it's actually one of the favorite forms, so you shouldn't have any issues kind of locating it. It's pretty a hot topic right now, so everybody's trying to, it's the new year and everybody's trying to get started. So if you haven't turned this in, you need to turn it into the council. If you participated in the cookie program last year and nothing has changed for you, then you should be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. We have your information. On the other hand, if you have new leadership, you change banks or anything like that, then you need to resubmit this ACH form. So just make sure you do that and kind of get on top of that and don't actually wait till the last minute because that could cause some problems for you. Again, that form is found on our website. Kind of already talked about that. The other thing that um, to fill out, and actually what will happen is we'll give you a code word tonight. I'm sorry. We'll give you a code word tonight that you'll give to your community manager, right, to let them know. And they'll also get the roster. The code word is like super cool and everything like that. So you'll also get a roster of who participated tonight, and we'll give you that code word as well. But this is what you'll have to do in order to get your paperwork and things like that. So you must sign your product manager job description. And essentially what this does is it kind of outlines what your responsibilities are going to be, you know, how we are, you know, asking you to be good stewards of the money, all that kind of stuff, just what your responsibilities and accountabilities are, right? So I want to encourage you to look at it, actually, you know, fill it out, know what you're signing and things like that. This is something that you will hand in to your community manager, and they'll release all of your paperwork and things like that. And community managers already have paperwork. If you have any community manager on the line tonight, you can actually, if you need additional paperwork and things like that, just we have some at the office, so just know that. So deadlines for money due. So just want to encourage you this, especially if you're new, you want to, troops, you need to deposit your money, you know, on a weekly basis, right? So this is a cash only sale. So this is not like the cookie program where you order the products and then, you know, you take the payment later after the, you know, the stuff comes in. The whole purpose of the fall program is so troops can have startup funds. So it's a cash only sale. You know, everybody pays up front so that you guys can have money, you know, at the beginning of the year. So again, it's a cash only sale. We want to encourage you not to take checks, okay? The council will not, you know, reimburse you or anything like that. So be mindful of that. When it, you know, it's a cash only sale. You know, troops are, you know, not encouraged to take checks for payment. The other thing is your girl order. The girl's money is going to be due to the leader. The sale ends on the 23rd. You know, they hypothetically could have until the 24th if that's something that you want to do. But if you're a new leader, I want to encourage you to not give out your dates, right? So if you're going to get locked out on the 25th, you don't tell your parents, hey, I'm going to get locked out on the 25th, because what will happen is you'll get your order forms and everything at 11:50. So, and you know, you're going to get locked out. So just keep that in mind. Don't give out your dates. Kind of be mindful of that. And just, you know, that's just a little tip. Again, that council sweep will be initiated on the 26th, and you know, at that time you'll need to take the time to go out and talk to your community manager. That's when you'll have to turn in the paperwork and things like that to them. The sweep includes 100% due what is due to the council. Put this in because we have sometimes what people say, so you know, are you guys taking all of the money? No, 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 no. That's not how it kind of goes. The only thing that is going to be due is what is due to the council. Again, the whole purpose of the fall program is so that you guys have startup funds. So we'll only take what is due to the council, and you'll have your proceeds and you'll have them right up front. So just kind of wanted to clarify that. You know, this kind of goes over some of the important dates and stuff like that. Attend your, you know, your training. Your community manager may have a training. If not, you may have a, you know, a community meeting. That's where they may be doing, how they may be doing it. But you'll have to fill out that paperwork, your job description and things like that. So just kind of go ahead and attend that. That's how you would get your materials. I can't say this enough, is to go and then set goals. Have a meeting with your parents. They kind of want to know what's going on. It's a wonderful way to get, you know, buy-in from your parents as well. So the program dates, September 23rd through October 23rd. Again, you're locked out of the system on October 25th. Product delivery is going to happen from November 13th through the 19th. And I say this, right? So the 13th, we have 23 parishes, right? So not everyone is going to get their product on the 13th. So, you know, contact your community manager a little closer to that date and ask them when, you know, we've confirmed that, you know, that they'll be getting that delivery. Again, if you want to win brownie points with your community manager, ask them if they need some help, you know, if separating orders or things like that. So be assisted every Girl Scout kind of thing. The other thing is good communication. So it's important for us to communicate with, you know, your community managers. It's important for you, for them to communicate with you, and for you to communicate with your parents. So it's just kind of important for everyone to kind of make sure we're all on the same page and communicating. So just be mindful of that. Check your email. That's kind of our way of communicating with you. It's very difficult to for us to communicate any other way. So during the sale, kind of keep your keep up with your email, because that's the way we would kind of communicate with you. So I'm going to open it up again and see if there are any questions. Maya, do we have any questions?
I don't have any in the chat box.
Okay, let me see if we have any. So when will Nutty be open for us to access? So it will be open on the start date. So the start date is when we'll do the uploads. We'll actually do them before that, but that's when it'll open up for everyone. The other thing is, this is not a question that is on here, but one of the things I want you to know is that we will upload girls on a weekly basis. So the best thing that you could do right now to make sure that your roster is right is to go to MyGS and look at your troop roster. That is the best thing that you could do right now to ensure that everything, everything is right. So do that, and I guarantee you, your roster will be correct. All your information is correct. Check your roster for your girls and make sure, if you're the leader, to make sure that you have identified and had those people go into the system and identify themselves as the product manager. We did a webinar the other day on Lunch and Learn. It's posted to the website if you want information. I kind of went over how you can assign yourself roles and things like that in the MyGS. So I think that's important. It's going to be important for your reporting and things like that. So we're going to give you the code word at the end. Lainey, that's good. Lainey is on that. That's great. And I'm into Service Unit 267. How do you find out who is the community manager out there? So Maya can reach out to you. This is Annie Bergeron. She needs the information for the community manager in 267. Okay.
Okay, great.
And Alice also needs that information. So we'll get that information to you, so Maya can reach out to you guys with that information and who is going to be serving in that capacity. So any other questions before we give out the code word? Okay. Well, Maya is going to give you the code word tonight. So what is the code word tonight?
The code word for tonight is boomerang. Woohoo.
Woo woo. I like that one. Okay, so remember that. Boomerang. Bam. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Yep. You kind of coordinated that. That was awesome. Okay.
Sticking with the theme.
Okay. Where did we double check product manager? I'm sorry, Tracy. What do you mean by? Could you clarify that question for us? Where did we double check product manager? And is it the same for every training? What are you referring to there? Is what the same? Oh, no, it's not. The code word. No, Lainey, we're smarter than that. The code word's not the same. It's a different code word. Yeah. Sure that we're in the system correctly. Where I'm talking about in terms of you checking your rosters and things like that. So one of the things, if you're not new and you're experienced leader, eBiz is no longer where you go to register to become a Girl Scout, right? That's no longer there. So you would go to MyGS, which is on our website. It's in a little orange, in orange letters, and that's where you would go to make sure your rosters are correct. You can renew there. You can do all kinds of stuff there. If you're having issues with that, contact customer care, and we'll help you. We'll help you out. How to use the code word. So pretty much the code word, you just go up to your community manager and say, I have the code word. We'll give the code word to them, right? And we'll say, this is the roster of the people who attended. The code word is just super fun. So just go up to them and say, boomerang. And they're going to know what's going on.
And they'll know that you paid attention, and they'll feel so much better about it.
Exactly. So you stayed all the way to the end, All right. Okay. Any other questions? This has been fun. This has been pretty fun. Any other questions? Y'all just ready to go now? Okay. Cool. So, Maya, do you have anything else that you want to add?
Just little reminders again. So community managers will again get rosters and they'll know the code word for each. So if you know anybody else who attended it, they'll get that information tomorrow. You will get the presentation link tomorrow and also a recording of this webinar tomorrow. This is the last webinar session. So if you know anybody who missed a training or anything like that, we will have in-person training next week. As you can see, on Tuesday, we will be in New Orleans from 6 to 8 at the headquarter office, and then on Thursday we'll be here in Baton Rouge at the regional office. So people who sign up for that training can get this last little bit of information before we get geared up for the sale.
Gotcha. That was awesome sauce. Thank you, Maya. It's just
No
thorough.
problem.
Okay. All right. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I don't have anything to add. Thank you again for taking the time out. You could be doing a lot of things, but you chose to hang out with us. So thank you for that. Y'all have a good night, and you can reach out to us. You have our contact information. My Miller for Maya at gsle.org, A Moore at gsle for me. And good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.